We are live! What is up, everybody? We don't have a 2-hour intro. No. Oh my god, I'm out of breath. I'm out of breath. I'm not muted, bro. Tell me I'm not muted. I'm not debated, am I? Is this live? Hi, everyone. Yes, this is really live. I missed the old intro. I'm not muted. Okay, who is Poultry Motion? That's a new name. Not muted. Why has the video quality decreased? We're off to a good start. Hammer, Merry Christmas to you as well. I hope you're having a good one. Thank you. Oh, okay. Wait. Hammer, thanks for resubbing for 42 months. And Shachman, and Jandakon, and Daniel the Man, happy 1 year. And Wardy Sam, well, you were a day ago, but the fact that you did it is nice regardless. And Feisty Ghost, you're new here. What's up, Yosemite fellow? Poultry Motion was the chicken guy. Oh my god, yes, I remember Poultry Motion. He saved us, Poultry. How could I forget? You have the... I'll never forget now. Poultry Motion, our hero. Channel hero. Handfan! Yay! What's up, everybody? Thank you so much. Wild Botez appears. That's true. That's true. What's up, Gravitic? How are you doing here? Let me put a game in the back. I'm in Oregon. I'm going back to Austin tomorrow. Ben, thanks for the 10 months. I was here for Christmas, so just spending it with the family. Mildman, aw, thank you so much. Gravitic, what's up? Are you, is this really the first time you chatted, Gravitic? Chris Blank, happy holidays to you as well. And Rum Runner. Old intro, Sag, shoe on head, Sag, Redfin, thanks for the 5 subs. Okay, everybody is very welcoming today. For anybody who has been here for a while, doesn't this feel like an old school stream? Because I'm streaming back in Oregon. Kevin C. Wong, how are you doing? Holy smokes, Nemo, thank you for raiding with 983 people. Nemo, what were you guys streaming? You remember this background? Yeah. You're confused? No, this is actually live. Merry Christmas to everybody. I have a bit of a sore throat, and I thought I got strep again, so I went to get tested, but I don't have strep, and I don't have COVID. We just have a sore throat, so life is good. Nemo was streaming chess. Oh, that's kind of gross. You want me to put... Crits Blank, do you want some Thunderstruck? Should we do song reviews, song requests today? What's strep throat? It's when you have bacteria in the back of your throat and it's really painful and you have to take antibiotics. Because I had it like 4 weeks ago and I thought it came back, but it didn't. Mexican Shinboy, thank you for the tier 1 sub. And thanks Loden for the 14 months. I really appreciate it. Same setup when Andrea was doing college essays. 2300 Blitz. I don't know if I can do that, Hawkins TTV. Let me just have another sip of warm water. Oh, Nemo has a sore throat too. Anybody else have a sore throat? Drinking warm water has really helped it a lot. You remember this place? You watched my stream for the first time? Yeah, and this is my room. That's the bed. That is definitely made. The bed is definitely made. Thanks, Abe, for the 5 months. I really appreciate it. Oh my god, you were a carrier for strep? Feels bad, man. You had a sore throat a couple days ago. Mine has been a little bit going on for a while. Nate the Great, thanks so much for the 31 months. Definitely made. Yeah, no, Gerber, I know it doesn't really sound like me. No, this room is very nostalgic. And Papa Botez, he got me and Andrea a BotezLive sign for Christmas. But with the quality of this camera, since it's a webcam, it's not very good. Whenever it's in the back, it's too bright. Is this a starting soon? Yeah, Dosh Ninja, this is a starting soon. Honey protects. Yeah, I have honey and chamomile. It's pretty good. No, that was a soup. That was. What was up with our guy's YouTube? Was it hacked? What happened, Harles? It was from both parents. Sorry, Dad. I meant the sign from both parents. No, it's an awesome sign and it looks really good. It looks really good. Oh, okay. Is this the younger one? Never seen them live before, but heard a lot of things from chess friends. Was told the younger one is potential young goat. At first, I was flattered, and then I was a little bit offended, to be honest, because what about the older one being a potential goat? Okay, Andrea, and you guys, I have a great prank in store for Andrea. She's still writing essays, and I don't know when I'm gonna get the prank done, but definitely in the first 2 months of the next year, and it's gonna be so much fun, chat. Yeah, and Andrea, she ate Andrea finally. Nasty Bob, stop spilling the beans, okay? We don't know where Andrea is. We don't know where Andrea is. We lost her. We lost her. Who is she talking to? Hector, I'm talking to people in the chat. I'm just talking to chat while we watch chess. She seems like she took a trip to the local Oregon dispensary. I look high? That's not very nice. No, I'm not high at my parents' house. That feels pretty bad. Are you drinking alcohol? I wish, DJ Chess Dog. Maybe with enough peer pressure from chat. Maybe. Blob Dance smashed the tables for 400 tonight. What does that mean? Did you play poker? Only bets and nuts? You guys picking on little Andrea? Her essay's gonna be great. Just watch. No. I mean, I'm not picking on Andrea. I'm not picking on Andrea. She has been working on her essays nonstop, and she's kind of losing her mind, to be honest. Food Samsic for the 17 months. I've never seen Andrea so weird. She's just gone down the cave of her essays, and sometimes she walks around the house talking to herself, but she's writing her essays, and she's just saying really weird things. She's just in her little sweats and her little bun. My favorite line was, and then I realized she was writing an essay about her passion for math, for context. And I said this last stream, so I can say it again. And she goes, and then I quickly realized I had an epiphany. But to my dismay, Pythagoras had already solved it, or something like that. It was very funny. It was very funny. There was a crazy video of your YouTube channel yesterday. What are you talking about, Harles? Well, honestly, I wanted to stream more, but then I came home, and it was just so nice to just hang out with family and sleep and just just see my family and my cousins. So I kind of just took it offline. I haven't really been on my phone for the last 2 days, and it was really nice. It was really nice, honestly. So that was kind of cool. Andrea says random things all the time. You're not wrong, Captain Native America. You're not wrong, man. Andrea worked out the length of the hypotenuse. Shut up. She worked very hard for that. Do you think it's easy to square numbers together, sir? Do you? Plain simple. Thank you so much for the 6 months. Any resolutions for 2022? I actually do. I have one resolution. Mega Man, thank you so much for the 37 months. I think 2022 is the first year that I just want health and happiness to be the top priority. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna focus on, and I'm taking a lot of steps, and I feel good about it, and I had a few things this year that makes me not take health for granted. So I want to make sure that it's being taken care of, you know? Okay, Mom. Nah, I mean, I'm just being honest. What about you guys? Yeah, I'll cap a foundation that too. Health, happiness, what are those? True, assailed loner. So more drinking streams, huh? Maybe. Your goal is to lose 30 pounds? Oh my gosh, that's a lot. You were in and out of doctors for 5 to 6 months. It definitely gave you some perspective. Yeah, that's very fair. Eat 200 nuggets under 30 minutes. Are you actually poultry motion? I feel like that's, you know what? Whatever you want to do, sir. Build a tiny home. Tiny homes are so cool. Ooh. I can't believe we're moving to LA so soon. This is wild. We're actually moving to LA. Yeah, it'll be cool. We haven't announced who we're moving in with, but a lot of people somehow already know. Yeah, we're gonna be back on Pacific time zone, which kind of sucks. When is the move? Early January. So we're starting to pack up all of our stuff next week, actually. Taxes in LA, yeah, no, the taxes are rough. Certainly rough. LA is trash. Well, we are doing a content house, and it has to be in LA, so I think it'll compensate for it. Enrique, thank you so much. West Coast, Best Coast. I used to keep you up until like 6 and 7. No, that's true, Gerber. You'd be around for a really long time. Crime in some areas is worse too. Hey, you know, trying something new. We'll see how it is. Need for Speed, thank you so much. Am I excited for the content house? I am excited for the content house. I'm kind of nervous, because I lived in LA for 4 months right after college, and I didn't have the best experience, so I think it stuck with me and left a bit of a bad taste in my mouth, but I'm trying to be more optimistic, and I really, really like the people who are going to live in our house. I like what we're trying to do there. It's going to be change. I do want a little bit more stability, so hopefully not moving would be nice. Who gets tested for strep? Borges, I got strep in Norway, man. I woke up in the middle of the night, and every time I swallowed, it was in such intense pain. I thought I'd have to go to the hospital, and then I realized it was just strep. And that's when I got tested, and I was worried that it came back. I was worried, but it didn't, so I feel very grateful for that. Shane Kane, thank you for the 16 months. Oh yeah, once we're settled in the house, that's gonna be awesome. Norwegian strep, Viking strep. Yeah, man, that Viking strep was really strong. Bitante, how are you doing? You can't get sick if you never leave your house. I don't know if we're gonna leave our house in LA. Ooh, tastes good. Strep is usually spread by kissing. Yeah, imagine getting strep and not having kissed anybody. That's really sad. Somebody keeps asking, what startups did you attempt? We're not getting into that, sir. It's over. It was so long ago, I don't even think about it anymore. I never have nightmares about how bad it failed. Oh, I drank a big gulp of copium over there. K-Step, thank you for the 7 months. Really appreciate it. You know, Danaholic, I've been getting so much NFT spam, even I am getting annoyed by it. I get like 4 or 5 emails a day from people doing chess-related NFTs. I'm like, we really don't need these. Please stop emailing me. There's so many emails. And then I feel bad because I feel like the people who email me are like, oh, this is really, really innovative. And it's like the 4th one that day. Oh, yeah. Anyway, it's okay. Bite-sized Ethereum. I still stand by the fact that I think Bite-sized Ethereum was actually a pretty good, informative podcast. Maybe it was a little bit dry on my end, but it was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty good, honestly. But that was just talking about basics, so. Ooh. It was great. You know what? I'm glad. How's the podcast going? Well, you guys, I'm very likely going to start a podcast next year. But it's going to be a little bit more general. With 2 other people who I really, really respect and honestly don't know why they would do a podcast with me to start with. So, yeah. You've missed the chill non-IRL streams? Yeah, no, today's a nice one. if it covers sharding and roll-ups, we were going to do sharding and roll-ups on future episodes, Nimzo Indian. I got so busy planning the travel show and with a few things that were going on that it just became hard to keep up with it, and I felt like people, and I couldn't tell if people really liked it because the amount of listeners were decreasing, so I thought, you know, it was so hard, and before it was just a passion project, but then I turned it into content, and then sometimes when you turn stuff into work, it starts becoming more stressful than fun, so that's what happened. Yeah. Am I coming back to New York? Yeah, at some point. At some point. I should have some sort of meetup and play people. Yes, Sharaf, maybe we can. I don't know. Maybe we can outside. I mean, outside in Austin in fresh air feels relatively safe. Maybe we will do an Austin meetup before we leave. Why not? That seems reasonable. Woohoo! Thank you for gifting to Only Bets and Nuts. I appreciate it. What's up, Pasta Type? How are you doing? What's your favorite thing to do off stream nowadays? Honestly, I've just been home. I've been sleeping so much. Does anybody else hibernate during the holidays? I just hibernated and hung out with our parents. We played Catan one of the nights. I won. But Andrea didn't know the rules, even though we've played many times before, and she ended up boxing herself in because she thought that the roads counted as points. So it was not the longest game. And to be honest, Andrea kept trading me when she shouldn't have, and she helped me win. So that's okay. Hi for Aroni and Akade, thank you guys so much. You slept all week, it felt so good to relax. Yeah, it's something about when I come. You mean you robbed Andrea? No, I didn't. I didn't rob Andrea. Oh, no, but whenever I'm home, it's easier to relax and just sleep here. But I do go into hibernation mode a little bit. Yeah. What's your Catanilo? I don't have one. I don't have a Catanilo, but I've never had Corona. It feels pretty cool. And also it's kind of crazy that we traveled so much and didn't get it. But I got every other disease, you know, traveling. Got stomach bugs, got strep, got a cold, but didn't get the Rona. We did play the Butcher, Daniel. We have a video on YouTube where we play him. Are you playing viewers, Alex? I don't know. I was just kind of chatting and got cancer, but at least it's not COVID. No, that's just sad. That's just sad. There's still all the other stuff there was. Yeah, exactly. I was just reading comments, you guys. I was just reading comments. Please don't cancel me. How was the wedding? The wedding was really nice, actually. It was very fun to just see everybody in person, but it was sad that we couldn't dance because of COVID. But no, I mean, I watched my best friend get married, so that was pretty crazy. And they have been together for quite a long time, and they're so good for each other. So I was just very happy. Aw, Abnem, welcome to Twitch. I'm really glad to hear that. Hi, Charlie is taken. How are you doing? Not a whore. Thanks for the 16 months. What the fuck is going on, Denny's? Oh, and then we went to Denny's the day after the wedding, and I had the best pancake. Denny's has incredible pancakes. My God. They're just, I mean, they're terrible for you. I gained a lot of weight. But I'm going to run it off. I'm going to be healthy again. TGMC. But oh my God, the pancakes Denny's have, oh, so good. Yeah, not a whore. Why are you reminding me of Denny's? You're 16 and you've never been? I was 18 when I went to my first wedding because my cousin got married. Yeah. Denny's hits different at 3 a.m. I believe that. Wait, this room looks like an old dorm? Yeah, I mean, it does. It looks like I'm streaming out of my dorm room, but that's okay. Have you not seen the video, Alex? What video are you talking about? Hi, Dad. You've never been to a wedding either, Rosanna? Oh, really? Did you catch the bouquet? I didn't, and she forgot to throw it. I really wanted to catch it though. I wanted a bouquet for myself. The neighbor probably said Andrea came home. Oh, no, I mean, we did used to have noise complaints from the neighbors. That is true. I don't know. The video? What video are people talking about? Oh, not a whore. Got it. Alex wanted to throw some elbows beside it to be nice. No, I definitely would. I definitely would have just gotten it. Old Alex. Feels good, man. Does this feel old school? Miko plus Andrea? Who said Miko's living in the house? Who are we watching here? Benedict? Wow. The top game isn't even 2 GMs. But maybe this guy is a GM. Oh, you had your first mistake-free game, Onuku. Ooh, how long was it? Congratulations. Why are the travel and exploration tags present? Oh, because I forgot. Am I nervous for tomorrow? What's happening tomorrow? What is happening tomorrow? Can somebody share? What should I be excited and or nervous about? That makes me feel very nervous. Oh man. Tomorrow is 12/28. Is that a cursed day? She doesn't know. No, I don't. Yeah, the GMs are there for the World Rapid and Blitz, and it was over Christmas too. Is that a bad day? Don't tell her, chat. She doesn't know. I don't know. Why won't you guys tell me? I hear Andrea in the back. Did you know there's no Uber in Kansas? Okay, I've heard that joke before, Dan Hollick. There's also no Uber in Victoria where the wedding was. And Chad is just confusing me. Oh, okay. Everyone can hear Andrea. Can you guys hear her? Apis Ballin, thank you so much for the 3 months. It was short, about 12 moves. No, that makes sense because when you get low accuracy moves, when you get really high accuracy, it's usually because it was a short game. Not to take it down from you, you still did it. Do you have any goals in your chess career? I have a chess career? We still have a chess career, sir? Where'd you get this gossip from? Who's putting these lies in your head? You've been lied to. Is someone even talking? I'm talking, Bufox. You can hear Andrea even when it's offline. No, Dad, Andrea doesn't like coming when she's not, dressed properly. She doesn't like people seeing her home look. Spoonsy, thanks for the tier 1 sub. Am I happy with how this year went? I don't know. I haven't really reflected on it much. Where's my Armani? Maybe I should. Spoonsy, thanks again. All right, should we play some chess? Should we play some chess? Are we in the mood for chess? Is Miko really not in the house? Have I been misled? I just cannot confirm or deny. We did hit 1 million followers on Twitch, which was insane. I mean, I always found it weird when people celebrate followers on platforms. But I mean, at the same time, it's just cool to think of where you started and where you're now and things that you never thought would happen that did, which is just kind of cool. Honestly, Snake or chess is always a question. Always the question. Should we play Snake or chess? But here I don't have any of my boosts. Aw, Narcissus, I'm really happy to hear that. PJ, that sounds like a scam. Chrome extension. Although maybe it doesn't. Honestly, you're probably just trying to be a good citizen, but I don't know. There's so many scams out there. Blazin' Bob, I don't know if you're kidding, but that's a very nice thing of you to say. So I appreciate it. Almost 500k on Insta. Wow, guys, we have almost 500k on Insta. Please follow me so that I can have an easier time sliding into people's DMs and don't have to rely on my personality. I just want people who use me for the clout. I'm going to LA. That's all I need, right? Tommy, thanks for the 18 months. What personality? Lol. That's the joke, Control Bite. That's the joke. What are we talking about? Let's not worry about it. Let's not worry about it. You need followers to be popular. How are we going to be popular in LA if we don't have followers? Nobody's going to love me if there's only 499. We need 500. I'm just kidding. You thought I was at like 300K, Downholic? Yeah, honestly, I don't know why anybody followed me. Did anybody just pay people to follow you around like you're a celebrity? Honestly, I might. Okay, has anybody else noticed that John Cena has been following everyone? I know he has a new movie. At first, I saw him just following influencers, and then Andrea texted me, and she goes, "Oh my gosh, John Cena followed me." I was like, "Yeah, he's been following everyone." And then he started following. No. John Cena is following so many people. It must be a bot or some kind of campaign. Plus 100 social credits. How do you notice John Cena? Because Andrea told me, people kept tweet. Well, I mean, it's very smart because then people would get excited, tweet that John Cena's following them, but it's obviously just a bot who just keeps following a ton of people. But you can't see him? Wait, what do you mean you can't see John Cena? No. Wait, what's going on? You can't see him? Are you guys sure? Oh, shut up, chat, shut up. Fuck you guys. I don't want to be debated. I'm home, I'm cozy, and I don't need to be debated by you guys. Spoonsy, you wanted to sub because you love the videos of Chess Hustlers? Thank you so much. I actually really miss the Chess Hustlers. I already knew that New York was special and the chess culture there was special, but then we traveled a little bit and we were able to see, chess being played casually in other places, and I really loved it too. But the hustlers in New York are something else. Their personality, the fact that they have a spicy mouth on them, which obviously I like because I'm a fan of trash talk, I really do miss them. I really do miss them. Spoonsy, that's very sweet of you to say. Thank you so much. LA Hustlers. No, I've played with Coffee Chess in LA, and I'm sure we'll play there. Yeah, there's so many things that only work in New York because you need critical mass for that to happen. I totally agree. When you go to Russia and play chess, you hear boss music playing. That makes sense. Do I have a sleep remedy? I actually like listening to podcasts that are interesting enough but not too riveting when I fall asleep, like technical podcasts or stuff like that. That's my favorite thing to do. Alex went to Europe and came back Italian. I wish. Are you moving to New York? No, I'm moving to LA. But I'll definitely be back to New York to do more chess. With this setup, you make me remember the good old times. Abjugaur, you were here from the start. You think so, Lexi? I don't even get the joke. Warrior, thank you so much for the Prime. Really appreciate it. And Gustaman 9000, thank you so much. What's in LA? Well, Andrea and I are moving and we're going to be living in a content house. So it's another step for content. We're going to try to... we're going to have more... I'm trying to say things without giving away any spoilers, which I don't want to do. Lex Fridman's voice is the best. You guys, so Lex Fridman reached out to us before we were going to do a podcast before the World Chess Championship, but then it never ended up happening, and I fangirled so hard, and then it just never happened. Sag. I got so excited. Sag. But that's fine. Alka Live, thank you so much for the 7 months. Thank you so much. Uh, yeah, it's okay. Are you sick? I just have a bit of a sore throat and my nose is a little runny. Yeah. Sag, clout too small. Well, no, I'm just a fan. I just really like his podcast, and it would have been cool to have a conversation, regardless if it would be live or not. Honestly, Spoonsy, thanks so much for gifting to Jeremiah. I always love the podcast hosts who did it because they just wanted an excuse to have really interesting conversations with, smart people, and then the podcasts are just a way to record them. And Lex strikes me as one of those people, and having the podcast as a point of pressure that you actually have to prepare for, and people are going to be listening as well, I feel makes the conversations go better. But who knows? You loved his interview with Kasparov? I'm actually not going to comment. Hydra, thank you for the 15 minutes. Wait, you met us at the lake. Wait, Joint Club, were you the one who said hello to us when we were both in hoodies and looking very suspicious? Was that you who said hello to us at Joint Club? And I'm sorry you're going through a breakup. Breakups are really hard, man. Sounds like she has a crush on Lex. No, I have admiration for a lot of people. That doesn't mean I have a crush on them. But sometimes it's both. But not this one. Dad, are you lurking? You lurking, Papa Botez? Oh, I didn't see that one, Nimza, but I'll have to check it out. Breakups are hard, says a single lady. Well, you know what? Breakups were the hardest thing emotionally that I went through at the time when I had them. So, yeah, I think so. Alex has a crush on White Claws. I don't even like White Claw anymore. It's kind of sad. Were you present at the US Open? No, I wasn't, Pantera. Where is my beauty Andrea? Is she taking a vacation in heaven? I love that comment. I'm going to send it to her. That's so funny. Sorry. I didn't mean to laugh like that. No, I didn't. Sorry. I didn't, yeah. It was just so funny. Andrea is taking a vacation in heaven. I'm gonna send it to her. Yeah, she's taking a vacation in heaven. But all she does is work on her essays. Andrea has the largest room in my house. Andrea does have the largest room. She actually does. Did she ascend? No, I don't know. Was your dog more excited to see you than your parents? Our dog was actually pretty excited to see me, which was weird. Bitey, thank you for the prime. Appreciated. How long did you study chess to play to your rating? Well, I started playing pretty young, Spoonsy, but I know a lot of people who have been playing for a few years and they can get to like 1900 online, which is pretty cool. Holy shit, chess content is back at the Botez house. What COVID year is this? Very true. Well, oh, he says you can't see me. It's his shtick. Thank you, Lexi. Thank you for being the one person who explained it to me. But anyway, so if anybody here is serious about chess improvement, it definitely can be done online, and there's so many resources, and you don't even have to worry if you're doing the right thing. Because if you don't want to become a classically trained chess player, you don't have to worry as much about bad habits. And by classically trained, like if you're not trying to be a titled player, let's say FMIM, then you can just play online and you'll get there. But the only thing is there's a huge disconnect between classical chess, so playing over-the-board tournaments with long time controls, something like an hour and a half, and playing blitz, which is more the 3 minutes or 5 minutes. And I think a lot of people get used to playing it online, but then they can't play over-the-board chess, so it kind of depends. Can you speak to us in Chinese? I kind of miss being able to speak Mandarin. I can't anymore. And I think it'd be cool to start studying again, or just watch... Anytime I watch Netflix, watch it in Mandarin with English subtitles. But at the same time, just I'm not motivated enough to do it. I'm not motivated enough to do it. I'm not gonna use it. Feels bad, man. Just wasted all the time learning. For what? For what? Yeah. You started when you were 9 and you can't play online chess? Really? Why not? You're trying to quit? You're unable to play? Okay. Well, maybe we should play some chess today. Maybe we should put on some happy tunes and play some chess. Oh, will you ever play a tournament again? For sure. I mean, I really miss chess. I really miss chess. Spoonsy, that's awesome. Aw, Chelsea Monica, happy holidays to you as well. Aw, thank you, Virtuous Moose. That's really sweet. I appreciate it. Okay, let me put some cozy tunes. What playlist vibe are we gonna go for? I don't want to listen to... I don't like holiday music. Sorry. If you guys do, I'm sorry. Okay. How did I get to play school ambience, toddler songs? I can't even read anymore, Jesus. You guys like this? Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Are you trying to tell us something? No, we're fine. Okay. All right, let's play some chess. Wait, you guys don't hear anything? No. Do you really? You don't hear anything? Yeah, you hear it. I know it's not September. We don't care. All right, let's play some chess. Let's play some 3-2 so that I don't flag because I'm old and slow. And this way I can talk too. Thank you, Cursed Fina. All right, we're trying to get a game in. SGORAF, that's nice of you to say. Okay, there's a lot of really positive people in here today. This is appreciated. This is appreciated. All right, Savage on Tilt. All right, chat. Do you guys want me to play something other than the French? I will. I'll play the Sicilian. We're gonna do it. And now we're gonna do a Sicilian French. It is 7:22 over here. So he's playing this line where he gives up a pawn. And I'm guessing he gets a lot of tempos. I don't believe that this is gonna work great. He wants to push e5. So I'm gonna put my knight here first so that I could at least have some kind of square. We'll just castle. He's trying to push and win this pawn because he's gonna attack it. So, oh shit! I meant to push h6. Damn it. Well, we're gonna mouse slip. Cursed Fiendor, thank you so much for supporting the French. We need more people like you. Holy smokes, another stream. I know, you guys. I know. Honestly, it just... I really needed to take some time offline and just see family because I haven't seen them or spent time with them in so long. And next year, Content House, streams are coming back. And I hope that you guys have had some time to enjoy offline too. It's actually really refreshing. Okay, well, I didn't mean to play this, so how am I gonna fix it? I think I have to play this and relocate. Or do I do it with my knight? Like this. I can let him push me back. Okay, I'm gonna play here. I'm gonna develop. 203. I'm down a little bit. Oh, did she really? Food stamps. Calicover, Merry Christmas to you as well. Let's play here. I might need more tea after because my throat is hurting a little bit again. When are we moving to LA? Early January. Hey, dolphins. Honestly, it's really nice for you guys to be here. Hanging out again. Alex, brush your hair. Honestly, I styled it a little bit for you guys. I blow dried it, but only the front. So it gets frizzier the more layers you look into it. But I did try. I did try. Shh, shh, shut up, shut up. It's okay. Why can't you announce who you're staying with? Because we're gonna announce it, as part of the content we're doing. All right, we're repositioning. Oh, now he can kind of push. I'm gonna move here actually, because my rook might need to move from this. Yeah, honestly, bringing the rook to g8 is not a bad idea. M. France, I have so much frizz on my hair that those things don't work. My hair is just so frizzy, but it is how it is. You know, it is what it is. I mean, can't I take here? Don't tell me she's still on her essay. No, Andrea has been writing essays for 3 years now. I told Andrea she should just make a YouTube video that goes viral about wanting to get into Stanford. That seems like a better idea than writing essays for a 3rd year in a row. But what do I know? It's not like I went to Stanford. I'm just kidding. It's hard. It doesn't count. Am I helping her write her essay? I helped her the first 2 years, but I'm honestly kind of burnt out on writing. Why go to Stanford when you could just go viral? I'm gonna send that message to Andrea, ZWF Wrestling. That's how good I thought your comment was. Okay? It's right next to, where's my beauty Andrea? Is she taking a vacation in heaven? Okay? So these are the kind of quality messages I expect in chat if you know you want them to be shared. Okay? Just setting the bar there. Could either be a serious, you know, it's like actually a funny comment, or it's just so absurd that, yeah. Tell Andrea I'll read her essay for her. She has a team of people helping her matrix. Okay. I only have 44 seconds, so I'm gonna stop talking for a second. Make your bed. I usually do. I already know there's gonna be caps in the chat and feel bad about it. I'm a very clean girl. I only have 44 seconds though. We gotta focus. That's why I put increment, because I knew I would be chatty today. Can we just push? Don't make it if you never go in it. Ay. No, what happens? It's just I just take so many naps. I've just been napping so much that I just stopped making my bed. It's so bad. I've just been so tired. I don't know why I'm so tired. I actually ran a few tests at the doctor trying to figure out why I've been so fatigued. Okay, let's play here. You make me want to grind chess so hard just because I can be matched against Andrea? Yes. Yes. Good for you. That seems like it's inciting a positive change in your life, and I'm here for it. JPDA, I'm sorry you had to wait so long, man. Yes, this is annoying. This is annoying. What should I do about it? Guess I could play here. Sure, take my knight. Okay, so I'm down on time. He has a minute. I should just make sure that I don't make any big blunders. So blunders would be allowing queen h7 in potentially, and I just blundered. Well, I didn't blunder. I think this is good. I don't know if he should have gave me this. Low time, thank you. We're gonna win this, but we just need to not blunder. Arun, thank you so much. Let's not bob my head too much. I may still flag. Can I not? Oh, I can't. I actually don't know how to win this. Let's go in. No, I do. I do know how. Where's Andrea? She's just working on her college essays. She'll be done eventually, right, Chad? She keeps telling me she'll finish. And then it's the third year. Am I being gaslit, Chad? Is Andrea ever coming back? She keeps telling me she's working on essays. And I see her hanging out with other people and not me. Hey, we did it. We did it. No, Legally Blonde was at Harvard. Harvard rejected me. Feels sad, man. It's fine. We didn't want to go there anyway. Okay. So, if Andrea takes her vacations in heaven, where do you take yours? Like purgatory. I don't think I'm so bad to take them in hell. I'm more of a purgatory. You know what I find weird? Wait, let me look. Oh, wow. I didn't ban. Sorry, I was just looking at something. Okay, give me a second. I want to get another tea because my throat is hurting. We'll play more games. I'm gonna put one in the background. Everybody make a friend in chat. Make a friend in chat. Alright, you guys, we're back. Andrea has been lurking. She has been lurking the stream. Okay, she's cooking with Andrea. And she hasn't replied to my Discord messages. Sad. So, if you guys want to communicate to Andrea, just put interesting things in the chat. Oh, this tea is not hot. Whew. It's fine. It's fine. Arun, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. What a nice thing to say. I'm glad you like the chess content and you're looking forward to 2022. Star Fox, thank you for the 8 months. All right, chat. What kind of content do you want to see more of in 2022, and what content do you want to see less of? More snake. Less snake. This is not a snake versus chess war. More NYC. More IRL, more collabs, less chess, less bad content. Amen to that, sir. You want desktop check, Sanguine? Really? More Alex. I know only one person said that and I chose to read it, but whatever. I did. I did. Less chess? Are we playing? Okay, you know what? Let's do a poll. Do we want more chess, less chess, or same? I'm gonna do a poll. And, okay, in 2022, we want more chess, and then I'm gonna play a game of chess. Same and less, okay? You got 1 minute to vote. Vote, vote, vote. Not that many people vote, so just do it. I'm curious. Just stop playing chess. More frizzy hair, thanks, Gorky. I'm glad we like it. I'm glad we're feeling the bird's nest vibes today. Teamfight Tactics. I played auto chess and enjoyed it, but then I kept playing at night. I get addicted to games. I stay away. More chess. Okay, so many new frogs want more chess. We'll take it. All right, we're just waiting for a game. We're just waiting to get matched. Auto chess is easier. I believe that. Get addicted to games. They're better than going outside. You know, I will say, it is very easy to just stay inside all the time. Endlessly entertained. Food stamps, when's the last time you left your house? More streams? Yes. Yes, Queen Elin. Yes. -0 stream more than once a week. I know. We will in 2022. Why is there nobody my rating in the pool? Yikes. Thanks, Pufferfish. I don't think I've ever spent the night under an empty sky with only light. Jalient. Okay. Whoa! We're playing an IM. Let's go, baby. Thanks, Pufferfish. Okay, let's beat this. Let's beat this bad boy. He's coming at us with a juicy +13. He's just dangling it right in front of our eyes. Okay. And he's playing a Benoni, too. Alright, let's play bishop f4 first, and then e3. I just want to see if I can get this little Chekaruski in there. Even though I probably don't need it right now. I don't need to trade. Ooh, although I can trade, because then he has to take with his queen. Because I can take here, right? You know, just trying to be annoying. Put pressure on this pawn. Okay. So I could actually take this, could I not? Because he takes... I take with a knight, which protects my bishop. If he checks me, I just retreat the knight. And then if he kicks my knight away, I give a little check. Yeah, we're gonna, you know what? Let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens. I feel like we could take it. I feel like this I am is making a mistake here. He's from Trinidad and Tobago. Cool, cool, cool. All right. It's a good move. Can I play bishop? Can I play queen a4 here? And then he pushes me away. Ah, yes. Okay. Do I have to take the knight? I think I do. That's fine. Okay, now we need to move the bishop away. Where do we want to move it? We can go here. And then if he takes, we bring the knight in. That's kind of cool. That's kind of spicy. No bishop pair for you, buddy. Okay, I also have no time, so I need to stop talking. Did I blunder, or does this work? Story of my life. Aw, shit. It was the latter. Okay. Okay, this is not ideal, but also not that bad. We gave the pawn back and we're not going to castle. We might pseudo castle though, which is just as good. Trade me, sir. He's going to check me and I'm going to play queen d3. Here we go. Because if he trades off queen, then we don't mind about the king activity. This is disturbing. Okay, now we are in a bad position. I butchered it. I butchered it. So now I need to get my rook on the other side of the king. But how? Okay, let's go f3 and then e4 and then king f2, maybe? All right. King f2. Please let me just bring my rook in the game and then I feel like, you know, we have a chance. Really? He's thirsting this hard to just trade off a pawn up? So boring. Probably got his IM title by just drawing everybody. Just kidding. I'm gonna stop trash talking him. He seems like a nice lad. I'm just grateful I got a match finally. Arjun! Sorry, Arun! Thank you for the 5 subs. Appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna start putting pressure. You will lose, smiley face. That's not very nice. Who taught you your manners, sir? That's so rude. No, I'm kidding. You're fine, man. You will lose, smiley face is pretty nice, all things considered of the range of things I usually hear. Okay. If I save this. Okay, but you, who said I will lose, smiley face, will you sub if I win? Could you put your money where your mouth's at? It's only $5, sir. Focus. No, you're right. You're right. Oh, okay. This is savable. Daddy, cool. I don't even know if I can save this. I keep saying I can, and then I don't know what happens. You're at a disadvantage. Yes. Yes, I am. This is unfortunate. Yeah, this is lost. I'm gonna resign and give him a rematch. I don't think he's gonna want it. He did. Heck yeah. Shafis, thank you for the tier 1 sub. And Chubby Boomer. How you doing, Chubby Boomer? That's a really cute name. I just want to pinch you. Pinch you and teach you how to use TikTok. Now kick his ass. Yes. Yes, just a TM. Daddy, cool. Well, he didn't need to rematch me because he's much higher rated. He has a lot more to lose than I do. My dad was actually spending a lot of time on TikTok before Andrea or I did. But my dad has always been an early adopter, which is pretty cool. Okay, I'm just gonna push some pawns on this side. Oh, this is already not great. What is this beginning? It is the French. Avoid it at all costs, unless you like being cramped and boxed in all the time. It's like the COVID of chess openings. Okay, we'll take. You bet my dad is a Chad? Hell yeah. Papa Botez, top Chad. What are we gonna do here? I don't like how much he has on me. Can I take... Can we be greedy? I don't think so. But can we? Probably not, Alex. What else am I gonna do here? Ooh! Take and then take here. Juicy. Let's go, baby. Oh my god, I thought the pawn wasn't there. I thought I could take his bishop. I'm seeing things. I'm actually seeing things. So not a 9. Thank you for the 10 months. I thought I didn't have a pawn on c5 for a second. But you know what? All right. We're gonna play it out. I'm gonna get mated. It's fine. Mate me. I deserve it. Pretend that was planned. Ah, yes. I always wanted to get mated like this. All right, he's giving me another game. You're supposed to exchange on d4 first, then it works. Okay, so I hallucinated the. Oh, no, we've already listened to this. Okay. No, we had already listened to that song, you guys. All right, I'm not gonna lose this game. Can we get a prediction? Okay, we're gonna concentrate. Why is he letting me get an attack? This feels weird. Are we allowed to dance in chat? You are encouraged. E5 is hanging. Thanks for the 6 months. This is a dance-friendly stream. To the 4 stop. Where did she learn English, guys? Does it sound like I'm not a native speaker? Feels bad, man. You never want to hear that when it's your first language. Ouch. Okay. It's fine. You know, it was really hard to switch from Canadian to English, but I worked hard and did the swap. Thank you for recognizing the hard work that went into that. Sorry, I'm quiet because we need to finally beat this homie. He's been brutalizing us. I don't like it. I need this knight out. He can't take because I take with a knight. Alright, he's attacking. That's not too scary. If I put it here, he's gonna push and attack and force me to open. So I'm just gonna go this way. He's gonna be slower to open up my king side, and I'm threatening to push to g5 or take on f5. Where is the knight going? Well, I just want to kick this guy out and put pressure on the pawn. For example, can't I kick the knight? Oh, he's gonna put his horsey here. Yes, that is annoying. So I have to take. I must take. And here, he is really coming full force for us. This is a little scary. But it's a fun game. We're both attacking each other. How does the knight move? That is the best question, Solo Studio. How did you think of that? You're fluent in Canadian from watching the Chess Bras, buddy. Yes. Buddy, you have some strong verbiage there, sir. I think this kind of works. He should probably play knight here. Ooh, that's also a good move, actually. Why is this game so hard? What am I gonna do? I have no time. He's so fast and so good. You know what? Okay, YOLO, let's go. Whenever I say that, I usually lose, so... He plays bishop here. Yeah, okay, no, he didn't. That was a scary move. Interesting. He wanted to trade. Is he really gonna let my rooks in? Can he get away with that? No. That feels greedy. I have to take one of his rooks. So annoying. But it's okay. anyway, so I'll just go for a cheapo. Sag. Yeah. Did I miss anything? Did I miss something? I mean, this was a tricky endgame. I wonder... I should have just played here. No, because he still has this. Oh, he left. Yeah, thank you for the games. I mean, but here, I'm just gonna be weak. Here, I think I need to take... I think I needed to go into that. And it was just a hard game, honestly. Maybe this move wasn't good. I mean, King D2 I was also considering, but what was I afraid of? I mean, it's just scary. It feels like he could just keep ganging up. It was a hard game. I honestly think it was a hard game. It wasn't something that I obviously missed. He's higher rated than me, and he played better. So, ooh, no, I'm playing 3-2, so I'm going back in the 3-2 pool. What are we at? 2250. Wow, it's kind of lame. My mom was watching in the background while she worked today a documentary about George Michael. Now I'm kind of craving some Wham. We're really listening to the oldies. This playlist is called Feel Good Classics. Wake Me Up Before You Snake? Yes. Or not a documentary, it was more like people talking about it. Alright, and so wants to play 3+2. He always flags me. Okay, let's go for it. Alright. George Michael, he was in this band called Wham. He was a 70s pop star. And one of the first pop singers to be openly gay, I think. Or at least that's what it hinted at. Could be wrong. But he came out later in life. Wham was 80s? Didn't they start in the 70s though, disco? I want to push, but I don't really want an isolated pawn. But yeah, you know what? I don't like playing symmetrical positions. They're just not fun. Although I should have better rational than just not fun as a reason for why not to play things. Okay, let's go here. 70s, but it peaked in the 80s. Okay, that's fair. All right. You need to come to the club soon. You're such a stressed student. Oh my god, 2511. You're in college? Holy smokes. Where has the time gone? Or are you in high school? Oh, you're 15. Yeah, you better not be clubbing. I'm kidding. You really shouldn't focus on your studies. But hear me. No. Jalian, thank you so much for the tier 1. Okay, guys, we're up a piece. We need to not mess this up. Thank you. Good role model. No, when you're 15, the way I thought about high school was that those 4 years were the most important in your life, because I thought college was one of the biggest turning points. So prioritizing your studies and academics was the most important thing to me when I was his age. But, you know, you can have a little bit of fun on the side. Balance. Okay. So yes, I do think I'm a good role model. Thank you very much. Aw, Ogomanti, I actually do appreciate that. Thank you for sharing, man. Okay, let's bring the queen in. 109 to 309. I think Alex is nursing a broken heart. Be kind, everyone. Yes, I'm just perpetually heartbroken. Do I come off as someone who's just always heartbroken? You know, the biggest roasts are always those when the person is trying to be nice, but they're actually unintentionally roasting me. Oh, I appreciate the sentiment, though. No, sometimes you have that defeated single mom look as well. Thanks, Tagbon. Appreciate you. I'm up a piece. Just let me beat you. I know Hammer's not here, but I hear him yelling in my ear that I'm about to miss a tactic. The voice of Hammer never sleeps. Why would I play that move? Because I'm low on time. Thank you. I only look concerned because I don't want to lose. No. Here we go again. Throw in 1 games. The Botez special. Oh my god. Tell me I didn't. I almost blundered a rook. Jesus Christ. I just blundered. Time pressure, the death of me. Oh my god, I just blundered. Oh god, that's disturbing. Oh wait, it doesn't work. Okay, stop it. Focus. 14 seconds. You do not have time to be seeing things. So bad. This knight is so annoying. Ah. Because he has these little discovery checks. He's just coming for me. He's gunning for me. Fuck! Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Amy, thank you so much. All right. No more of this. He wants a rematch. We're going to take him down. I needed something a little more edgy. Not that Billy Talent is edgy. I'm just... Billy Talent is goated. I'm glad you like it. This song is so good. I was just setting him up. Yes! Yes, and Ben, we were setting him up. We're setting him up so this will feel better. Okay. I think you're a better streamer after that rage? No. My heart rate is actually elevated after that blunder. Chess is not good for my heart. You can feel the teenage angst in this song. Yes. Just headbanging. Why don't they like me? Why are my only friends the other people in chess club? Hardest you've laughed in a while. I'm glad you took pleasure from my pain, sir. At least it wasn't for nothing. Okay, we're gonna beat him. You wish you had the patience to play more chess? Jalen, just play 3-minute chess. You only need to be patient for the first minute and then you get really into the game. All right, I think my knight wants to be here. I was trying to decide where to put my knight. Here, not here, because I need to protect the pawn. This was the other option. I didn't love this, and giving him check, but I just go back and it doesn't do anything. Or even queen up, probably not. You in depression or something? No, sir, this is just my resting face. Stop it. Behave. Bad chatter. Bad Pepe. It's a phase, copium, exactly, Interstellar. Are we the same age? You're 27? No, I'm 23. When Andrea turns 20, our new line is going to be two sisters in their 20s. That's it. That's it. You look way younger than 23. Thanks, Mega Dio. Appreciate you. Okay, if you're bad, be tricky. Sorry, guys. I have 53 seconds and I can't take another loss. My heart can't take it. And I'm probably going to lose this. He can't take because I have check. And I know he won't fall for it, but I'm trying. Oh, did I miss something? Did I miss or did he miss? Don't flag, yes. How? 2 threats here. So either check and take the rook, or the knight is coming in on e3, but now he's protecting. That's an annoying move. Okay. Oh, did I need to do that? I just think knight here works. No, it doesn't. Does it work? Oh, does he? No, I take with... Oh, yeah. Totally coherent. No! Fuck! This is so sad. This is so sad. I hate chess.
Hello. Actually, I'm not gonna talk. Oh. I was waiting for her to, win, so I wouldn't get, but that's okay. I'm here because I'm paid to give my 5-minute appearance so that people know that I'm still alive and Alex isn't keeping me hostage and she's feeding me and there's a lot of light down in the basement. Hello?
Come back, Andrea.
Hello? I also don't have makeup on and I'm in my jammies writing essays, so I'm hiding underneath this hat. I just came to give you guys a quick update because I've been writing my essays and it's just so sad and lonely over there, and I just hear Alex having so much fun in here, so I made my Taco Bell and I'm taking a 5-minute break to give you guys an update because it's been a really long time. I've grown a lot. I've gained like 5 inches, 10 pounds. I've been living off of just chocolate. I've gained so much knowledge. I learned more knowledge than I did an entire year of high school. I've watched 10 hours of linear algebra, and I've learned how to graph matrices on Grapher and how to create SolidWorks on Random Software Engineers, and I can tell you how Aristotle's logic of thought was turned into Escher's mathematical logic, and then how that was turned into computer science because mathematicians Shannon and Toole added to it, and how that tells us about our own brain. And I've just learned so much information, and I just wanted everyone to know that I've become really smart in this time when I learned all these essays, but I'm still writing. But I just wanted to tell everyone a little life update.
All right, we're good to see you here alive, Andrea.
Yeah. What else? I've lost a little bit of muscles.
Equation Slayer.
My muscles aren't as big anymore, so that's a little bit unfortunate. But otherwise than that, I'm just the same old me, just with, a much bigger brain and really good writing skills. And I know a lot of information about a lot of random people now.
Really?
I read the Bitcoin papers. I could tell you what the poor woman at Columbia, when she goes home to her family, who she works for a business and she helps minorities and Athena entrepreneurs, and I know so much information, Alex.
How much of this do you think you'll remember in 3 months from now?
Well, that's not the point. I've been cramming so much knowledge in my brain, but I'm just gonna forget it all as soon as I hit submit in 3 days. I literally.
Remind me of this guy.
This
is actually you.
I got you a match. Wait, did I? I think I got you a matching shirt with this, actually. I got us 2 little devil shirts. But, wait, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've been cramming knowledge, sitting in my chair 12 hours a day. I've been reading books and
Have
learning
you been
math.
reading books?
Yes, I have a really good book, but it's really advanced.
What have you learned from your book?
Well, I tried reading it, but it's one of those books where you can only really digest 1 page at a day. And he started with, mathematical patterns, and he kind of lost me. He was telling this one story of Achilles and a tortoise, and it was supposed to talk about, some infinity shit, how, when you have distance and you make steps, you just keep cutting them in half, and you actually never make any progress. But then I stopped reading it, because the tortoise was just really slow in getting to the finish line.
What page was this on?
This is, page 2.
How far
I tried to read it to Mom. But yeah, I've been getting big brain. Yeah, it's Godel Escher Bach. Yes, Igla Bomu. We have fellow intellectuals here. Yeah. What are these essays? No. Oh, and I've been literally just like spamming everyone who I know, like stalking people on Twitter to find out who goes to Harvard and Columbia, who I can just burden with my essays. And I feel so bad. I've literally asked everyone. I have random people in my fan house who is like, I have a friend who went to Harvard. I'm like, send in my essay. I have my chess coach. I have my high school peers. I have 2 tutors. I have literally everyone in the world trying to help me with these essays. So be it, God. If I don't get in, I tried everything.
Andrea, why don't you just make a viral video to get in?
That'll be after I'd make my app. I had an essay for Stanford, which I was writing about the creative process of YouTube brainstorming, and I was gonna start the essay with, this is how I got into Stanford. No, the essay that got me into Stanford, and then I was gonna start it with, this is what I'd caption my YouTube video if I ever make it. But then I deleted that, so.
Can you read us one of your essays?
No, they're too good. I don't want anyone to copyright me.
Are there any essays you're not?
It's really hot in
Are there
here.
any essays you're not using?
I'm not using the math one. The one that Alex
Can you read us the math one? It's so funny.
Okay.
Bring it.
First, let me just let you guys know, it's hard because a woman like me applying to schools like that, I have not done the academia for 2 years. I've been sitting here on the internet like most of you guys are doing right now. I haven't been learning, so I had to choose a school subject that seemed legit that I liked. And in school, I only liked math, so I made up this entire childhood story about how I sat in the afternoons in my dad's office, who's a software engineer, and we created shapes together.
You didn't make it up, it was real, you're on camera.
Well, I mean, I'm not submitting it, so it's fine. But I guess I shouldn't tell all the juice until the admissions officers. And I've just been thinking how I've spent like 40,000 hours writing these essays, and then some little man over there in the office is just gonna skim my essay in 2 minutes and decide my entire fate when I've literally dedicated a month of my life to nothing except this.
Can we read the math essay?
No, that's my rent. That's all. Hi, Dad. Dad, you know what I mean, Dad.
Thank you, Gravik, for the 10 subs.
And Dad's
Wait,
not.
Andrea, so you didn't solve the Pythagorean theorem?
Well, the story, it was like somehow legit, because I remember when Dad printed something on his 3D printer and I thought it was cool, so I just rewrote the story as in we did it together, which is like fine, it's close enough, but we didn't do that, so. I'll read you guys my essay. I do want to make a YouTube video whether I get it. This is the plan. If I don't get into Stanford, I'm going to title the YouTube video, Why Won't Stanford Love Me? Or Why Won't Stanford Let Me In? And then if I do get in, then I haven't thought that far because that's more unlikely.
You should have made a video every single year. You make one every year until they let you in.
No, and it's so weird. And I've just been getting an existential crisis writing these essays because I haven't streamed in a month and I've just been writing about streaming.
Who are you?
I don't know. I don't know who I am anymore. That's the thing. I don't know, Alex. It's gonna take me a long time to overcome from all the brain cells that I grew in this last few weeks. I'm too smart to be a streamer now. I'll just be the technician behind the Envy House, I'll just do all the behind the scenes work like you. And you can be the superstar on camera. I'll teach you how to do a little bit of winged eyeliner and that's all you need. I designed a night similar with, I can't read it. It's so hot in Alex's room too. And I've been getting heart palpitations. Yeah, I think this essay process is actually deteriorating me. And cavities, but I don't think that's related to the essays. But I keep having heart palpitations. Yeah, where are my wisdom teeth? But I don't have time to go to the dentist because I have to turn in my essays before anything.
What's your favorite essay?
The one about YouTube. Well, actually, no, I'm too embarrassed to read it. But I'm still editing. The 3D print in the chess library. Oh, it's up here in our house. That's nice.
Andrea, do you think you'll end up going to college?
Well, I don't want to tell this because what if the admissions officer find this clip in one of my viral videos?
You're right.
About being the next college influencer.
Chuck Moulton,
they can't know my plan, Alex.
Yes.
Yes.
You're right. What are you most excited about?
Finishing. Leaving this room. Going outside and touching grass.
Did your essays make you wanna...
They actually made me miss streaming. I've actually been a lot more creative now that I can't stream. Like, sometimes I'll just, like, come up with, like, a random video idea. I have so many good ideas for us. Alex doesn't like these, but...
Well, that's because I'm trying to chill and Andrea's like, I have an idea. What is it? We're gonna go camping. We're gonna stream it all. And we have to survive. I'm like,
Okay,
Andrea,
I have so many good
you could barely
ideas
survive.
that are all Christmas themed. And I haven't... Even on Christmas Day, I just sat and wrote essays. Like, the most I did was play Catan for an hour, and it sucked. I fucking hate Catan. But,
That's because you thought the roads were points.
because I didn't have a rule book. And it was not fair. Everyone came for me as usual. Everyone teamed up against me. I was the poorest. Right away, I didn't know the stupid 7 rule. I'm the one who wins on the first dice. I get all of the utilities, and I'm like, this is it. This is my lucky break. Just for someone to roll a 7 when I didn't even know you could build more than one thing at one turn, so I didn't get to spin all my cards. So then they immediately took all my cards, and for the rest of the game, I was poor, and everyone kept moving the knight and taking cards from me, even though I was already poor, barely living off of anything in the land.
Andrea, there's no utilities in Catan.
You know, whatever you call the fucking bricks and trees and stuff. So yeah, Catan sucks. They take advantage of the poor. But, I was saying something. I forgot what I had some... Oh! Okay. Alright, this is my last creative rant, and then I need to go back to essays, because it's starting to get really hot and sweaty in here. Oh yeah, I have a lot of really good Christmas ideas because I'm really sad that we didn't do anything festive this year. So I have a lot of ideas. So first, we're gonna make a video called Recreating People's Christmas Photos. So like, there's like this one of like Vitalik Buterin's dad in like this Christmas ugly
Nobody
Christmas
knows
sweater.
who that is, Andrea.
But it's fine, we just get the matching
Andrea,
sweater
you
that
want to
says
recreate photos? There's things with this. Most people in our community don't know who that is.
And the best part is he's wearing this Ethereum sweater and he's like, so we start recreating them step by step, and then we go to the trendy little OTV ones where they're like, and we recreate them all. And then for the next video, we do building Christmas trees out of household items, and we have a competition. So we have like pans and forks and like random shit, and we have to build the best tree. And then I have some more ideas, but those are gonna be surprises. But just know that we are all gonna celebrate Christmas together as soon as I turn to my college essays.
Now the thing is, Andrea came up with Christmas ideas. She came up with them for when we'd be filming sometime in January, finish it in February. And I keep telling Andrea, we cannot release Christmas videos in February. And she keeps going, why not? We'll be the only people who are festive then. We'll stand out.
It's never too late to celebrate Christmas. And I have a vlog idea. The first thing I'm gonna do once we move into LA is get a guinea pig and a piano. And I also think we should go to JCPenney and take family photos, because we don't have any family photos. I've just been thinking of a lot of really important tasks that we need to do as soon as I have time, so I'm really ready. Guys, LA is gonna be fun. I can finally unleash all my creative juices that I've been holding in.
No, I feel like I'm slowly going crazy when I'm in this house because everyone is a little bit off.
Our family is actually... I love them all, and we're all...
No,
we're
I'm
all
a little
like
off
this.
too, so it's
all a little
fine. I mean, I hear mom and grandma, they're both partly deaf, so it's not their fault. And they're having a conversation, but neither of them hear what the other person is saying, so they're having 2 separate conversations with each other where they're just talking about completely different things. And then mom today, she bought an activity that she wanted us to all do.
She bought us Play-Doh. What am I, a 6-year-old? She bought like 40 cans of Play-Doh. We haven't done anything as a family because we've all been doing our own shit. Well, like, okay, I have
yeah.
The most we did, well, actually, we saw Spider-Man, which, number one, I have a lot of questions about that movie. But that was the only time we left the house. Otherwise, we go on walks and we eat Romanian soup. But she bought us all Play-Doh because that's what she wanted us to do as a family to bond.
Yeah, so it's gonna be us and my grandma, and
no spoilers.
We're all gonna make Play-Doh figurines.
Okay, I just have one question about Spider-Man. Okay, I haven't seen any of the other moves. I just don't understand. So you're telling me that they keep recreating this film Spider-Man with the same plot, with the same story of the same dude who shoots webs out his fingers, except they keep replacing the actor every year? I don't understand how there's 3 different Spider-Men all coming together. It doesn't make sense that there's more than one who are doing the same story. Like, how is that movie not losing audience members when they just keep recreating with different people every year? I don't understand that.
They're not making the same movie. They're changing everything and having new actors.
But it's the same story. They're all Spider-Man. Like, what? Why are you filming the same movie all over again? Like, there's not much else he can do than shoot webs out of his fingers and shit.
Andrea, did you feel like there were too many Spider-Mans in that movie?
No, I don't. No, not the multiverse. I'm talking about all the other videos of Spider-Man. But I haven't seen any of them, so maybe if I watch them,
Andrea is the kind of person who asks questions in the movie theater right before you know the answer to it. She asks, and then the answer is given in the next 5 seconds.
Well, that's not true. Those movies are pretty... You have to have seen a lot of the previous plot, which I don't watch those. That was the first movie that I've... But you know what was the most fucked part? That at the end of the movie, they all got into MIT, and they did nothing. I've been grinding away. If you had to tell me that, all I had to do was go shoot some spiders, then freaking risk... Okay, actually, no, never mind. That's a spoiler. Never mind. Sorry. Actually, I don't want to spoil it. Sorry, I think I spoiled Spider-Man. Okay, bye guys. That was my 5-minute appearance. I'm going back to my dungeon and I'm writing college essays. I'll see you all in a week. I'm going to be very pale and very fat, but at least you all know that I'm alive. Goodbye. Have fun, sister. I'm taking my chair.
That's actually my chair.
Ow.
It's fine. All right, you guys. All right. So that was the Andrea experience. You know, now everybody knows that she's alive and well. Oh, chaos personified. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know she did you got look, you can't expect Andrea to come in and a movie to not be spoiled. Anyone who watches the channel who wanted to see Spider-Man would have known to mute it. Andrea spoils things she's not allowed to spoil. Like, whenever we have an announcement, I'm pretty sure she leaked who we're living with in LA, but it is what it is. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. She has been writing a lot. You think Andrea, I mean, I hope she does. I hope Andrea is going to make it at Stanford. You would have muted, but you have seen it. Oh, that's okay. Andrea actually got into UT, but we're moving from Austin. When are we getting that family Catan stream? My dad isn't home anymore, Mega. He's working. He's an arbiter at a tournament, so we can't. And Andrea refuses to play Catan again, even though I would be totally down. I'd be totally down. I think it'd be really funny to watch Catan, me, Mom, Grandma, and Andrea. That'd be pretty funny. I can't believe I lost again. Screw chess. This game sucks. I'll put somebody else's game in the back. Would you ever play other games on stream? Yeah, I definitely, I mean, I have. I used to play Fortnite. I'm really bad at it. Played Snake, pretty god tier, and then chess and poker. Those are the 4. And we used to play Among Us sometime. Okay, I'm not actually god tier at Snake, but it is fun. It is fun. I really like poker, but I'm also not good enough at it, and I want to be better, and it bothers me. So it's hard to enjoy it casually. Whereas games like Snake is fun. When are you guys moving to LA? We're moving in January. Are you good at any of the games? Not really, Feta. It is what it is. I'm not that good. I really like board games. I hope that the people in our house like board games and we could do some board game streams. Board games are just so fun. And maybe we can have like a camera that is over the board so you can see where everybody's at. we have an extension pack for Catan 2, and I would love to try it, but now that my dad left, my dad is the one who always helps me push for board games in the family. You know? Why does Google say you're 26? Weird. Why is Google aging me? I'm clearly 23. Hey, cutie. No, not right away. Not right away. Copium. Yeah, that's weird. It's weird. Wait, you're moving into a streamer house? I am. Does your healthcare say you're 23? I had to pay $800 out of pocket for the doctor today. Sag. No, it's okay. It is okay. It is okay because I am self-employed and I do not have great health insurance. Yay, USA. Can you? Where's my money? Can you actually? Hey, Paul's choke. Good to see you. But anyway, it's fine. You'll take that money, Julian. No, that sounds good. No, yeah. It's okay. I had to. No, it was an ultrasound. I'm not pregnant. I'm just checking things. Yeah, people are gonna think now. But anyway, I'm actually not. As much as I would like to pop out another Botez, as much as I'd like to pop out another Botez and put her to work, we'd have Andrea, we'd have the little baby. I mean, you know, social media loves babies. I would just put the baby on everything. When will you be pregnant? I don't know, sir. No, I was checking for other stuff. Which makes me curious for the results, but we'll wait. Okay. What are you gonna name your kid? I don't know. What's your favorite baby name, chat? No, people are gonna think I'm actually pregnant. Okay, let's move away from this. When's the last time you lost a game of chess? You haven't been watching for very long, have you? The Coop Twitch, have you? Julian, how are you doing? You're still in LA, right? 23-year-old Alex Botez pregnant asks Twitch to name baby. Yes. Chat, we will raise this baby together. We will do all of the co-parenting through Twitch voting. I think it's gonna be okay. The baby's gonna grow up just fine. He's gonna be the next biggest juicer. Similar to how the Polgar sisters' parents trained them to be chess players, we will train the baby to be a strimmer. Go Canes. And I will be imprisoned for child abuse, but it'll be fine. We should name the baby Pepe. She reminds me of a dude. Why? It's fine. I didn't even mean to read that comment. I need to not read every single comment. Twitch plays real life baby. Exactly. Adriana is a pretty name. Adriana has been a name that is pretty popular, I think, in Romania. Have you met our baby juicer Botez? Yes. Yeah, no, that's true. Name the kid after you? Rosanna's a very beautiful name, actually. Wait, did we hit 500 on IG? Wow. Vanity metrics. Woo. Wait, where did my phone go? Did Andrea take my phone? Or did I leave it in the bathroom? I probably left it downstairs. That's fine. Cool. Oh, my little throat. Oh, my dad is at a tournament. I'm glad you're not pregnant with a random baby. Me too. Okay, should we play more chess? Chess hasn't gone very well so far, has it? Let me put another song. Ba, ba, ba. Have you been losing, Sag? Yes. Yes, I have. Wait, is there anything on Reddit recap? I feel like Reddit recap would be dead because we have been dead, and that is our fault. Oof. Reddit is dead. Is Reddit dead? Oh. I mean, y'all were recovering. It's all good. We were recovering. There's a couple new posts. Is there? Okay, let's check. I can't type. Oh, wow. Thanks, Nicola. Appreciate it. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Let me make my camera bigger. Smaller, I mean. All right. We need to print out some of the fan art. Is this me or Andrea? This is what matters the most. This is really good, actually. I love the colors. I really like the colors in this as well. Definitely Andrea. Okay, this is not... I don't even like this. This is... Okay. This guy stream sniped the Botez sisters. Oh yeah, I heard of this guy. I'll let the ads play out so we can come see it after. The look of absolute pride and self-satisfaction after pronouncing the Norwegian cake. I know, it didn't sound good. It didn't sound good. Is someone working at Duolingo a fan of the Botez sisters? No way. Why is it Andrea? Sorry. Professional bowler Andrea? It was honestly very triggering. She's very good at bowling. It's disturbing. I don't understand why she's so good. Sign copies of college essays with purchase of chessboard. Yes. Oh my gosh. So you know how we're working on the chessboard? The chessboard that we really like, we need to change it a little bit because one of the materials used is now super expensive because it just happened. It's fine. It'll be okay. Starting soon widget idea? Okay. True. Oh, I thought this was Andrea for a second. Oh, I'm sorry, Cosmic Cookie. Oh, okay. Snake. I guess most of us will agree 2021 has been the year that changed the most for BotezLive, from going from chess.com to IRL, so I want to know if you prefer IRL content or chess online. I don't like how it changed. Twitch streams have lost their essence. Before, I could learn a lot of chess, but now it seems most streams are about satisfying sponsorships. Look, sir, if you use NordVPN, you could, never mind. Okay, I hope none of them gets offended by raising this discussion. Well, look, I'm totally open to feedback, and I think that Kesper, who posted this, tried to do it in genuinely a constructive way, and I actually appreciate that. I appreciate that. Snake. I'm here for the snake. Let's see what people said. New IRL content is better, but they stream less, so I prefer it like it used to be. They don't enjoy longer PS3s as much. Burned out from long chill streams. I mean, the thing is, I think when we were streaming just chess and really long streams, it does tend to be less fun, so the variety for us was important. We have streamed less hours, but we've also spent the most amount of time focusing on other platforms or bigger projects, and I know it leads to less streams. And I've been thinking about this as well. So I think we're gonna have to find a way to do more variety, but for the people who missed kind of the more classic old school chess streams, I miss those too. I mean, that's why I initially started streaming. It's fun to just play chess and chat. So maybe it could be something where it's like, you know, a weekly stream where we do something like that, but it's not going to be the same mass that it was before, because we are trying to grow as content creators and in our career, and there are other things that are also interesting on top of just the old streams. Like, I used to stream way more hours a week, and most of it was chess, but eventually I just get kind of tired of chess. Drow Manzor, thank you so much for the 2 months. Thank you so much. But again, I think this was phrased in a very nice way, so I'm fine with that. Remember when Andrea was a brand risk? Yes. It still triggers me. I mean, I don't know how I haven't gone crazy over the years. Oh. It was hot in your room back then too. True, it was always just really hot in this room. No, but I will say, yeah, somebody said in chat that the travel show took a lot of time. It did, but the cool thing is now that we did it and we figured it out, in the future we could do them in a much better, more sustainable way that doesn't burn us out. So yeah, we'll figure that out. But for the people who miss the chess streams, I do too. I want to try to do like a weekly old school chess stream. We used to do sub Sundays and things like that, and I haven't done them in a while. And then that's something that we'd want to do, or I would want to do. I don't know what Andrea wants to do. Yeah, anyway. Oh my god. These photos are so awkward. Okay. I made this video. Is it a long video? This reminds me of Ludwig's video that he made about Miskiff and why he became famous. This is a riff on Ludwig's Prant, yeah. Okay, we didn't break the internet. We're not the Kardashians. Let's all take a step back and relax. It was not quick. Hell yeah! Eat shit! No, just kidding. There's nobody I would tell that to. I love actually all the chess creators. I don't know if that's true. Wow. The video did him dirty. It could have done the one where that boy actually won Andrea's phone number. Oh, there's my best friend. She's the one whose wedding I went to in Canada. And I hadn't seen her since the start of the pandemic. Sup, Blood Bud. Oh my gosh, okay, we all thought the same thing. This was a good video though, you know, he put in some time and he did a good job, but why is this dog so pixelated? This dog is so pixelated. It reminds me of the paperclip from old Microsoft Word. No, that was actually nice. That was nice. You did a good job, Juan. Thank you. Oh no. Okay, let's not remember that one. We're editing our chess boxing video. It's a little bit slow right now, but it will be on YouTube. Also, we were so tired that day. So many eye bags. We look a little exhausted, but I think it'll be fine. No free advertising. Next. Oh, did he really, Disco Thunder? He didn't get the sub. I didn't sub to that guy's YouTube channel because I'm not logged in on YouTube. So if you look here, I can't even like it. It's gonna make me sign in, and I don't remember my password, or I would. I'm also not signed in on Reddit, which is why I'm not liking. My most liked post this year. Yes. Alex laughed when Andrea asked how did the night move, but who's laughing now, Alex? Who? That was a painful moment. Don't bring it up. Andrea's next press conference question. We missed these. Magnus, you have a big lead in the match. Would you play the Bong Cloud? Be realistic. Would you play the London? What color do you want your Bong Cloud? True. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can trust. What is... fuck off. Wait, what was it at the start? Wait, I wanna... Single crypto queens in your area. They'll have to stay with you after the crash. Warning, these girls will pursue you. Okay. Oh my god. This is not a good photo of me. Alright. 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 Okay, Alex Botez. Oh, this was funny. But you guys already saw it. That's true. That's true. Damn. Wow, the man really got trolled. I almost feel bad. I hope they told him. I hope they told him after. Okay, this stuff is a little old. This is good. We should go on a date, a non-romantic date with Alex there, right? Right? This is a great recreation of the meme. Yeah, no, this meme format is really good. This is perfect. This photo! It looks like they're the stock photo for recruiters coming into high schools trying to get kids to sign up for chess club. And this is just plastered there in the back. Okay. Oh, that girl. Yes. She was funny, but also intense. Thank you, Elizabeth. Appreciate it. Aww, an appreciation post. I am proud of how this community has grown, and it makes me proud. Imagine a few years ago that they would be here. I know Alex was the one who started this journey, and she inspired so much to happen, especially for women in the chess community. That is very nice of you to say, probably giving me too much credit, but still very nice. It was rare to find women playing chess on Twitch a couple of years ago. It was mainly Ben, Chessbra, but I saw BotezLive grow, and then Anna Kramling, and another Anna. So many A names. It was surprising to see this happening and where it ended up, touring the world to share the love of chess and sharing how proud they are about their journey. Andrea is definitely a great person to have here too. I like that little addition towards the bottom of the paragraph. No, just kidding, just kidding. In general, has made me feel like it's a great inclusive community, and I hope bigger and better things happen with this. Thank you so much. I hope that we can continue to figure out things that the community enjoys as well, because I know it's harder as the stream grows. I didn't post this myself, DNA. I didn't write this. It wasn't me. Oh my god, this thumbnail. I love this thumbnail. You know, this is a kind of great reaction gif. A little cringy, but I'm a little cringy. It is what it is. What are these? Okay, what else? She shouldn't have said that. What is this? Oh no. It makes me uncomfortable just hearing this. It's true. I do think it's funny. Miko's laugh. Oh man. Okay. Yes. Yes, he is a Muay Thai champ. Oh my god. Yeah. Do you guys remember when this happened? Okay, TLDR, yes. British authorities, they took our equipment. Oh god. Oh god. Aww, Corbla. Yeah, Corbla is awesome. Real Oslo sculptures. Yes, we recreated them. Hammer was actually much stronger. Okay. Mine's coming soon, right? Right? Any day now, right? You can't say that they don't look like the Botez sisters. We kind of do. Sorry. I don't know what happened to my laugh. Jesus. I heard it and I didn't like it. It reminds me of that Rick and Morty scene so much. Don't worry. It will be just one short ride before, after. True. We're still gonna watch the editor stream snipe video. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, they said they might not release it because Andrea's didn't do well. Oh, I see how it is. Beast Trace, thank you for the 5 months. Oh, Andrea really did not like that roller coaster. She struggled. What is this? Lurky. He's alone and he's so sad. Thank you, La Chapin. Oh, no. This is so cute. He's counting Botez's instead of counting sheep. That's cute. Aww. A whole video dedicated to Lurky. We're gonna bring him. He's gonna come with us to LA, don't worry. 9-year-old if you... We use the Chronos clock. Firefighting and chess. Oh, that's true. Dina's firefighting. Okay, we'll watch the video. Aww. That's cute. I still look kind of tired, but it's okay. I only had one glass of wine. Oh, I had two. Me, who already had 3 shots of vodka and 4 shots of tequila. That's a good meme format. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. Is this enhanced? That's a good ad. I live with that hard sell. I think it's just Bang Bang Andrea. Aww, yay! Alex the Surfer. I love Andrea's little face here. Look at her little smug face. Oh, this is great. I'm gonna save this one. Just to have. Okay, let's watch the stream snipe video. I don't know, Tony. I think it's because my throat hurts. I'm sorry, chat. I'm not signed in. We're just gonna give it a second. We're all in this together. No free ads. No. But at least... Oh no. Thanks, dude, Waldo. Mm-hmm. Oh, that was him? Oh no. Oh no. Are they gonna blunder or? Okay, what's gonna happen? Thank you. He did prepare this. He did prepare this. I'm just curious what the last part is. Mm-hmm. Yep. They were. Does something exciting happening? I hope so. Trying not to cut him off. Mm-mm. Did we end up winning this game? I don't remember. I bet they lose. Aww. Why does it feel so targeted? Fuck you, ads. This is a new computer that Andrea had here that I just set up. Did he find it? Oh no, he didn't find it. He was supposed to play Rook F. Not even actually. Yeah, they played well. It would. I just want to finish this video. Can anyone in chat? Chat, what move keeps white in the game here? Come on, chat. I saw people put it. Yes. Yep. That was sad. He panicked. We're almost there, chat. All right, I'm just gonna skip. I mean, we were considering hiring him, but then he played King F2, and we thought, you know, we'll keep Vila. It's fine. Maybe he can play Vila. We'll see who wins. No, that's cool. It's nice that they showed up. I know, Meg. I'm just joking. Well, you know, this one was still great. The kid saying no to being Andrea's friend. That was not a bad video. The game was too long, but that's because we were just waiting for something short, because we have Papega focus abilities. I am in Oregon. It is almost 10 here, and I want to go hang out with Mama Botez before she goes to bed, because it is Andrea's leaving a day after me. I'm leaving tomorrow. It is my last night in Oregon. I'm going to be back to Austin tomorrow, which is nice. Thank you, everybody who hung out today. I had a great time on holidays with family, and I hope you guys did as well. Or if you just had some time to rest. I know not everybody was able to see their family or loved ones during the holidays because it's been so tough lately. But I hope you guys were able to at least have some time off. Will you guys have another stream before the year ends? I will. Andrea, depending on her essays. I'll be back in Austin tomorrow, so I'll definitely be doing some streams. It might be a little bit shorter, like this one was, like closer to 3 hours. But this was really fun. Stream the essay. Oh, I wish. It's so funny. Okay, cool. Let's see who we're gonna raid today. And thanks so much, everybody who hung out. Who are we reading? Who do we want to raid? Want to raid. Thank you, Hipside. I appreciate it. XQC, he needs it. Totally needs it, right? Let's raid Trisha is Birdie. She is... Oh, invalid. Did I put it wrong? I think she's kind of an underrated streamer. She was a Michelin star chef. She's been on our stream before, and she put up with me and Andrea trying to cook. Thank you so much, Dolphin. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to Austin tomorrow. We will have some more streams, but it's still gonna be pretty slow until the new year and until the move. So I'm not sure what the schedule is. She's gonna be on the Gordon Ramsay show. Okay, that's awesome. She did tolerate me and Andrea, so we have to show her our love. All right. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out. Take care, everyone, and see you in Austin soon. And then off BotezSlavia goes to LA.